Welcome to my channel where we show you tips and strategies on how to be a more productive business owner with a new training each week. So be sure to hit that red subscribe button below. Hey, it's Coach Jeremy here with Red Hawk Coaching. Hope you're having a great day. In this week's free training video, I want to share with you the power of a Google business page. If you're not utilizing this, I'm going to give you a behind the scenes look at my Google business page, talk a little bit about what it's done for me, and share with you some important tips that'll help you too. Let's dive in. All right, so I want to give you a behind the scenes tour of my Google business page and talk a little bit about what it's done for me and also what it can do for you as well. So to get to your Google business profile, you'd go to business.google.com. And you may ask, well, how do I even get a Google business account? If you have a Gmail account, you have a Google business account. So again, go to business.google.com and you're going to land on this page here. On the left-hand side is the menu. This is all the things that you can change and manipulate. And I'm going to go through a few of these. When you go through the initial process, though, it's going to ask you a series of questions. What would you like your profile name to be? Address, and then it's going to ask you at the end to confirm and validate the business profile. So there's a couple ways to do it. One's going to be either by text using your mobile phone, or more likely than not, they're going to mail you a card with a PIN code. Now you've got to be patient with this. It could take up to 7 to 10 business days. In some cases, especially with COVID right now, could take even a little bit longer. So be patient with it. If you have an issue, you can always go into the Google Masters page and post something there, letting them know that you've yet to receive the card, and somebody should be able to help you with that. So again, be patient. And also, if you're wanting to get it done, don't wait, because if you keep putting it off, you're going to add another 7 to 10 business days waiting for that PIN code to come in to validate it. So if it's not validated, if somebody's searching for your business or the services that you're offering or whatever it may be that lands on your page, then it's not going to show up. So there's a couple places where your ad will display, and these are free ads as well. You can do paid ad where it'll show up at the top of the page. When somebody Googles Kingwood Real Estate Coach, my page will come up. It'll be the one that comes up first, and there's a post on the right hand side, and then it also utilizes Google Maps. So if you have a physical location, it's also going to highlight that in the Google Maps. So on the left hand side here, you'll see home. A couple things to point out here is that it gives you kind of an overview of your performance. You can get more detailed with the insights, your latest posts that you've done. Now, posting to Google Business, it's like a microblog, and it is important. If you're posting content and it's keyword rich, that'll drive more people to your site. Probably the most important feature of the Google Business page is the reviews. And so being able to manage your reviews, you can also share your business profile over here on the right-hand side. You can see that. So you can send them directly to your review link if you'd like. Again, digging into the insights, all important stuff. So go in there. There's a lot of information. You can play with it. Some of it may pertain to you. Not all of it will pertain to you, and that's okay too. On the left-hand side, again, you'll see post info. We're going to jump onto the info side. Now, part of this will be done in the initial setup, but you can always go back in and add some of this information once you've completed the post. And by the way, if you're waiting for that 7 to 10 days to get that PIN code mailed to you, you can go in and edit your profile even during that time. So you can add categories. This one here is really important. Your service areas, you can add up to 20 service areas. So a lot of the people that I coach are in real estate or the mortgage or insurance agency. So their business is very local. And so you want to make sure you go in there and add those service areas that you'd prefer to work in. And also that will help in making your ad more hyper local so that when people are searching for your business, they'll find you. If you want to add hours, you can do that. Obviously, you want to make sure your phone number's there so they can connect with you. A website, if you have an appointment link, you could add that information, what type of services you provide, and then a description. The description, again, make sure you're utilizing keywords that people may be searching for that are related to the business that you have. If you're not doing that, then it's going to make it harder to find. I would suggest not adding an opening date, especially if you're just starting in the business, because sometimes people will utilize that information to make a determination of, well, maybe they aren't experienced or don't have the experience that I need in order to hire them. And then adding photos. So a lot of different things that you can do and update here. Obviously, when you add photos to your page, and you can do that down here as well, the photos are optimized. Make sure that you're naming your photos before you upload them. So for instance, on this picture here with me, I probably have the photo named something like Jeremy Williams, real estate coach, Red Hawk Coaching, Texas. And so if anybody's Googling that type of information, then that photo can come up, and it basically provides a link back to my Google business page. Reviews, I don't have any to review right now. I believe I have like 47 reviews. You do want to make sure that you're getting reviews on your Google business page. Whenever somebody's thinking about hiring you, especially if you're in the service industry, more likely than not, probably 9 times out of 10, they're going to go search for you on Google and see what comes up. So is it bad information? Is it good information? Do they have reviews? What are other people saying about you? And if you don't have reviews, you want to make sure that you're starting to get those. A lot of different industries have several different places that you can put the reviews on, maybe some of the big sites that the industry support. Yet I would make sure also that when you're going to get your reviews, make sure that you give them a link to your Google review and make it as easy as possible for them to do that for you. These are searchable, they're keyworded as well. So all these different things you can manipulate in here. We're not going to go through all that now. The main thing I want to get and stress to you at this point is that if you don't have a Google business page at this time, I would highly recommend you taking the time to stop, set up your Google business page, walk through that initial questionnaire that they provide you, and then validate it. And that's either going to be via text or through a card in the mail. Go ahead and get that process started, because it's going to take you 7 to 10 days for you to validate that site. And for me, I have people call me quite often, and I ask them for the source and how did they find me? They found me on Google. They found my Google business page, and that's how they got in contact with me. And I know they could do the same for you as well. So take a moment. I think this is one of the most important, if you're trying to create a digital footprint for your business. Google business page is a great place to start, and it's absolutely free. So I hope this helps you. And if you have any questions, of course, reach out. Have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you on the web.